Jobs, careers. We all need them. The people with jobs are the backbone of worker ants within our civilization that make our world go round. Because without them, the world just... I mean, how else would we have stuff like electricity or infrastructure or healthcare, the Gossip Girls? Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the working class. Jobs are the forefront of importance that every working adult stresses to children, and for good reason. I mean, why else would you want to end up like the homeless guy standing underneath the overpass who you desperately try avoiding eye contact with? You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you look over and it's just like a jump scare in your windshield. And ladies and gentlemen, if your career is actually something you enjoy doing, and that means you can live out the highs of your life whilst simultaneously benefiting the economy.
Just building the economy.
Whatever that dream job or career may be. But you guys are probably saying, Dante, what if I don't know what I want to do as a career? And that's actually a very valid question. I don't know why I was mocking you guys. That's actually a whole modern day dilemma with this generation and crippling job disengagement. This could very much be your whole future on the line. Your legacy, your bloodline. Will you or will you not be the doctor? Will you or will you not be one of those weird live stream people doing like the most obscure thing to pay bills? It's safe to say you don't want mini you stuck over here with packing peanuts because his father was too busy brain rotting on Instagram Reels at the ripe age of 25 putting fries in people's bags while the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Actually, that was too harsh. Respect to all the fast food workers. You guys are the real ones. Anyways, the point I'm trying to get across is you can't be clueless or non-goal orientated when entering this chapter of your life. I'm not asking you to get your shit together. Actually, no, I am. Which is why I, Dante Saviano, freshman in college, am going to help you find your true calling in life. But I'm gonna need a little help from the Texas A&M Career Center located on John David Crow Drive, College Station, Texas. Don't read this part because this just definitely isn't one elaborate school advertisement project that I'm getting completely sidetracked on. And you may be wondering, Dante, how on earth are you? That guy, yeah, that's me in the picture. Help me find my true calling in life, knowing that that is something I've been grappling with existentially since I've known what a job is. And to that I say, dude, I don't know, I was assigned this topic. I will now begin the educational part of this video by giving you guys a tour of Texas A&M's Career Center. So, follow me. Keep up if you can. Almost there, just little ways that way. So guys, we're here outside the Career Center located on
(209) Colda's building.
And I'm accompanied by my lovely group members,
Laura,
Cole,
and Austin.
And these people were not assigned to me. We actually assembled as one via free will. Now, we're about to go tour this place and hopefully not annoy people, and lucky enough, we do have a meeting with the head supervisor because if anyone's gonna help you achieve your career goals, it's middle-aged successful businesswomen. Time-lapse this. Okay, the time-lapse should end here. We have to ask everyone's consent to be filmed, so... Aww.
Walk you through the process.
I see, okay. We're gonna learn together, guys.
We'll learn together.
For those who don't know, this is the Ms. Desiree Wilson, the executive director of the Texas A&M Career Center. That basically means she's royalty around here, at least to me. I am the biggest Ms. Desiree meat rider in probably 100-mile radius, simply because this woman is responsible for preparing and guiding thousands of students along their professional careers. And to a crippling debt college student, this woman means everything to me, and I've only known her for 5 minutes. I'm a glazer. She is my Duke Dennis.
So when a student comes in, they check in at one of these kiosks. Mm-hmm. And that's for any interviews that they might be having, mm-hmm. or if we're having a lobby event, like we had Disney here in the lobby. Wow. In the month of September, we had over 7,000. No, that's not true. Edit that out. It was right around 1,000 interviews in the month of September already.
Ms. Desiree Wilson, in her elegancy, will now demonstrate how students can use the touchpad to fully utilize the Career Center.
Checks in here with their UIN. And they press enter. Okay, edit that out too. My role is to basically support the different staff. For example, if students want to attend law school or dental school or become a physician assistant. There's a whole team that supports the undergrads as they become competitive candidates for that. The most proactive, successful candidates start as freshmen. What freshmen and sophomores do is different than what juniors and seniors do. So as a freshman, you learn how to network. You learn how to engage with recruiting teams. So as you build those skills as a freshman and sophomore, you become more competitive as an intern.
Miss Desiree Wilson now informs Cole of the many digital resources the Career Center offers.
One of them is called VMock. It is a resume review tool.
Okay.
So what you do is you upload your resume. You can do it at 2 o'clock in the morning, right? And it's AI powered. What it does is it looks at your resume. It offers you feedback. You can do it real time. And it offers you scores, so you can see how you're doing.
Okay.
I
That
would
resume
think
is the
so.
first step in the door, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you for that.
And that's a great way to put that. The resume gets your foot in the door. The interview gets you a job.
Okay.
What are some skills that you've seen students develop here that you think are very helpful?
Probably one of the most important skills that our students that engage with us learn is how to talk to recruiting teams. I thought you already asked.
I did, I know.
I was now about to ask the all-knowing Miss Desiree Wilson what are the most pressing questions in the modern age.
This one's for everyone out there who's very...
The easier it is to end up where you want to be.
What do you say to someone that tries college and says this isn't for me and wants to go out into the world? What's the best way that they can do that without having a degree that they end with?
Yeah. I think it's a false narrative to think that everyone needs to go to college.
I know I'm putting you on the spot, but do you have a favorite quote in mind applying to career success?
What do they say? Well, here's your quote. No, here's not your quote. So they say, from wisdom comes from experience, and experience comes from making mistakes.
That makes sense.
That would be
That checks out.
would be
Yeah.
me personally. But
I need to make more mistakes. Thank you. It was a pleasure
likewise.
meeting you. Yes.
Likewise. Thank you as well. I'm so glad to meet you.
We hope to utilize this very useful resource.
Okay, pause. Ignoring the fact that this is a school project.
Oh, you don't say.
Shut up. This is a dilemma I want to address since this is actually something that many people like me struggle with on the daily. Call me wishy-washy all you want, but someday you gotta ask yourself the real questions. How big is it? Ambition. I'm talking about your ambition. How big is your ambition? How do you find purpose in your existence? Or what does your ideal job even look like?
Coming to bed, honey?
Yes, dear.
And above all, what is it that you truly value in this life? Are you someone that values happiness or money or both? I know the Texas A&M Career Center is a great resource for preparing you for the future, but at the end of the day, you are the only one who will answer these questions. When times are tough and people are entering and exiting your lives, the only one at the bottom of it all is you, and also him. Yes, you have friends and family that love and support you, and trust me, you do, but when it's just you and your thoughts alone in the dark room as you drift off to sleep every night or stare in the foggy post-shower mirror, you are the only one running this race, your own race, while everyone else is running theirs. I don't want to sound pretentious because at the end of the day, you are literally listening to an 18-year-old with a horrible sleep schedule and has way too much time on his hands. Now, if any of this is going over your head, I'm just gonna insert this random Instagram reel where whatever this thing is pretty much sums up what I'm trying to say. Hopefully you guys can pay attention. I don't need to put Subway Surfers up, do I? Yeah, actually no, I take it back. Just watch the thing.
I know I'm supposed to be a chill guy and low-key not really care about anything, but I'm tired of trying to be someone that I'm not. I want you to think of something right now that makes you happy. That thing you see, the thing that lights you up, chase that. With all of your soul, chase it. Because it's easy to brush off life's potential. And I'm not trying to say that life is easy. In fact, I'd argue that the only way that something is meant to be is if you're willing to commit to the difficulty in bringing it to life. Otherwise, it wasn't meant to be anything but just a missed opportunity. It will be a difficult road, but here's what we come to learn. Everything of value is difficult.